The barking wouldn't stop. Officer Lena Ward closed her cruiser door, the sound echoing through the quiet, fog-soaked forest. Her flashlight cut through the mist, illuminating a German shepherd standing stiff, fur raised, claws digging into the earth. His name was Shadow. He wasn't aggressive, he was desperate. "Shadow," Lena called softly, moving closer. "Easy, boy, what is it?" Shadow didn't look at her. His eyes were locked on a towering cedar tree, its trunk twisted and massive, roots crawling across the ground like claws frozen in time. But there was something else, a bulge, a strange, uneven swelling on one side of the tree, too smooth, too shaped to be natural. Shadow scratched frantically, whining, as if begging her to understand. Before we continue, don't forget to like, share, or repost and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? I love seeing how far our stories reach. Back to the story. Shadow wasn't a normal house pet. He was a retired police canine assigned to Lena after his partner, Officer Daniel Reyes, passed away unexpectedly. Shadow was loyal, disciplined, and silent. But tonight, something had called him into the woods, something Lena couldn't see, but he could feel. Lena stepped closer and pressed her gloved hand to the bulge in the bark. Her breath hitched. It was smooth, cold, metal. Her spine tingled. She radioed it in. Within minutes, 2 patrol units and a local forestry rescue crew arrived. A portable saw roared to life, and they began cutting carefully through the ancient bark. Wood chips flew, sap sprayed, Shadow's barking grew more frantic. Then, clink! The blade struck something hard. Everyone froze. The firefighters peeled away bark inch by inch until a rust-eaten metal container slid free from the tree's grasp. It had been swallowed over decades, buried in wood like a fossil frozen in time. Lena knelt and wiped away moss from the surface. There were letters stamped on the tin, faint but unmistakable. Property of Hannah Brooks, missing 1992. Lena's heart squeezed. Hannah Brooks, a 9-year-old girl who disappeared during a camping trip with her family, right here, 33 years ago. No clues were ever found, no suspects, no closure. The case was a silent wound on the town. Hands trembling, Lena opened the box. Inside was a tiny beaded friendship bracelet, a child's library card, a small plastic daisy hair clip, and a folded note still sealed in a brittle Ziploc bag. Lena opened the note with painful care. The handwriting was messy, uneven, frightened. "If someone finds this, please tell my dad I tried to get away. A man took me. He said no one would look for me. I'm scared. I want to go home. My name is Hannah." Silence. The wind stopped. The forest held its breath. Every officer there felt their chests tighten. But Shadow wasn't done. He ran to the base of the tree and began digging, claws tearing at the dirt with urgency and grief. Lena rushed over, shining her light. Something soft and pale appeared beneath the soil. Bone. Small bone. Then fabric, a faded pink jacket sleeve. Lena's throat closed. Hannah had never left this forest. She had been here, all these years, waiting. One officer whispered, voice cracking. She tried to leave a message, and the tree protected it. No one spoke. No one had to. They understood. Shadow pressed against Lena, leaning his weight into her like he always did when she cried, and this time she did. "You found her," she whispered, voice broken. "After all this time, you finally brought her home." The next morning, news spread everywhere. Forensic teams confirmed the remains were Hannah's. The message had survived because of the sealed bag. The tree had grown around the box, shielding the truth until someone returned to listen. And that someone was a dog who refused to give up the job his partner left behind. Days later, after the forest was cleared and investigators finished their work, Lena returned. Shadow walked beside her, calmer now, like the forest had finally exhaled. They stood before the old cedar. Lena placed a small plaque at its base. In memory of Hannah Brooks, loved, wanted, never forgotten. Shadow sat quietly, eyes on the tree, ears soft, peaceful. Lena rested her hand on his head. "You didn't just find her," she said gently. "You gave her a voice. You gave her family their answer. You gave a little girl her name back." Shadow wagged his tail once. The wind moved through the branches, and for a moment, Lena swore she heard a faint giggle drifting through the air. A child's thank you, finally free. Lena whispered, "Good work, partner." Shadow leaned against her, and for the first time in decades, the forest was quiet. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, let us know with a like, comment "Amazing story," and subscribe or follow for more stories like this.